Good Sunday night background is a pound 6 o'clock.
We're back. Back for Zero Credibility Awards 2018. This episode is a special episode where we're going to recap all the biggest moments, best moments, and worst moments of 2018. So, me and Justin, Justin's here. I actually made all the categories.
That's
no,
true. That's
no
true.
input from Justin
That's
at
true.
all.
But it's because of my inherent trust in your ability.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anyways, so this award show basically.
Before I kick it off, can I ask a question?
What?
Do you think that this so-called award show is happening a bit late?
Not really, but like you think about it, the Golden Globes and Grammys always happen like the Grammys hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but you know what? I asked a question. I asked a question because I was listening to the radio today, and the guy was saying that he really gets annoyed by people who say Happy New Year to him today. He said it's already the 24th of Jan. He's like, New Year's long gone, so don't say Happy New Year anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. For him, it's like because New Year's on the 1st, right? Now it's like the 24th. It's like more than 3 weeks.
But what have you haven't seen with someone? I think
so that's the thing, right?
At the end of Jan.
So that's the thing, right? Well, you haven't seen someone, but here's the counter argument to that. If you didn't see someone and then you saw them for the first time in July, are you gonna say Happy New Year?
If I see them, obviously not. I said at the end of Jan. After like
So what's the cutoff?
At the end of Jan. Like once it's 1st of Feb, I'm not gonna say that shit no more. I'm gonna say Happy Chinese New Year.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Like I still say I said Happy New Year to some of the. I said Happy New Year to Darren when we met him.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I think it's fine, but like I understand that there's people who think it's like
well, fuck them then.
That's
such a
too late
stupid
already.
thing. So what? Like me and you, I know you. You're not the type of person who like on New Year's Day start like going on your computer and messaging everyone Happy New Year.
No.
You just say it when you see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's same like me. So I'm like, I don't have the I can't be fucked to go mess.
But it's also a bit different for Asian people, right? Because we have 2 New Years, and this year the 2 New Years happen so close together. That's a problem. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, because, for example, if I see another, like, Asian person, like, on February 6th, I'm not necessarily going to say I could just say Happy New Year, and they'll understand what I mean.
Yeah,
right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's a bit funny.
Actually, I never say... Do you know there's some people who say Happy Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah, and
I just say Happy New Year.
Some just say Happy New Year as well.
I say Happy New Year,
yeah.
dude. Like,
so, and it's a bit weird for other people here, like, on February 15th, they're saying Happy New Year, man. It's like... Man, that was like 2 months ago. It was like, nah, it was like 9 days.
Yeah. I actually have a Chinese calendar here somewhere that tells you the specific weeks, but I don't have it right now. But anyways, yes, we digress. So back to the main moment. We're here to give out what we think are the more. I think this award show is probably more credible than all these stupid ass award shows. Fuck award shows.
I doubt that, but go on.
No, dude, don't you hate award shows? Okay, before we start, like I think. Award shows, like maybe we had a chat about this. I think.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
You know what? At the end of the day, the awards you give are probably more important for yourself. To these shows.
At the end of the day, when you're talking about awards, you're really talking about the entertainment awards, right?
Yeah.
And I think regardless of what people think about them, I think they are a good sort of landmark and yardstick for like if you look back 50 years from now and you look back who was nominated or who won, you can sort of get a sense of. What was popular at the time.
Yeah.
So people are going to dispute the winners and all that, but I think it's a good sort of, it still remains a good sort of historical record of what was
a good barometer.
Yeah. What was popular at the time.
Then I have one question. Do you think Black Panther, a movie that I watched with you in cinemas, deserves to be on the list of Best Picture?
Yes, but that's because the way that the Grammys changed their criteria for nomination
No, you mean the Oscars?
Grammys. The Oscars changed. The Academy changed the criteria for.
Did it?
For how they nominate Best Picture movies. It's a few years ago now. Best Picture used to be like four nominees or 5 nominees or whatever.
Now it's 8.
They extended it to like 8 or 10 or something. I remember the first year actually was, if I recall right, it was 10.
Yeah.
And the reason for that was because was primarily driven by dropping ratings in people watching the award shows.
Okay.
So the contention of the Academy was that we need to expand Best Picture, the Best Picture category, because it needs to encompass more mainstream movies,
Yep.
right? So
So
instead
it won't
of
win. So it's just there to just draw the attention.
it won't win. Like at the end of the day, I think the Academy still remains essentially the same people, right?
Yeah, the same panel.
The Academy essentially tends to vote for movies that are more
Art house, artistic.
maybe not necessarily art house, I'd say, but yeah, maybe a bit more artistic. Maybe like
They
for
try
whatever
to give
reason,
credit where
for whatever
the
reason,
credit's due, right?
less mainstream movies, and in a way, I can understand as well. Like they're quite about I think powerful storytelling is definitely a criteria. And,
Yeah, of course,
when
yeah.
you talk about Black Panther, I think it was a good movie, but I can't say that the story is particularly powerful. So.
Yeah. I mean, if you say that to a brother would be like, "What are you talking about, man? We believe in Wakanda."
What's a brother? I don't have any brothers.
Okay.
I only have 2 sisters, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's how you're going to slide out of this? Fine. All right. Anyways, let's get back to the show. All right. Shall we start with our first category? Read it out, Justin.
Favorite moment of the year.
So this award category is basically for like where me and Justin will pick our favorite moments
I think that's pretty
Personally-
self-explanatory.
personally or globally of 2018. So do you want to start?
Mine's boring though.
Just go. It doesn't matter, dude. You have to like be proud of your favorite moment.
My
It could be your
fa-
personal or it could be some global news.
No, man, not personally, man. 2018 was a shitty year.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay,
And 2019 will continue to be a shitty year.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
God bless. God bless Justin.
Favorite moment.
Prayers for Justin.
Favorite moment of the year. May 9th, 2018. Favorite moment of the year.
What happened then?
Malaysian election.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments as well. That was on my list.
So, first government change since in ever, actually.
Yeah, Justin,
And-
did you vote?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I did not. We spoke a lot about the Malaysian election in the early days of this podcast. I think since then there's been, I think there's been growing cynicism amongst people in Malaysia as to what's actually been done.
It's been less than a year, bro. Like,
Yeah, but there's been growing cynicism. I think people are getting a bit, you've promised change. Where is the change?
No,
People
but
haven't
you-
really haven't seen or felt it yet. From what I hear in the background, like what's actually going on behind the scenes, though, is that people are trying to push through change, but things are systemically and systematically a bit more complicated than was initially thought. So yeah, we'll see. But regardless, favorite moment of the year was still May 9th. The feeling, to be with everyone, if not in person, but in spirit, in terms of uniting and all that sort of, mishy, like what do you call it? Like lovey-dovey stuff. Like it was great.
Yeah, unity. My favorite moment was the same. But before I dig into that favorite moment, I'll like to put out the honorable mentions of like.
No, wait. Was that actually a favorite moment?
Yeah,
That
that's my
wasn't-
favorite moment.
Was that your
That's-
number one?
Yeah, that's my favorite
Alright,
moment.
Okay.
But it's just that like, oh fuck, man. That means like now it's so awkward for me to put out the honorable mentions.
So that was your number one.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Then like number 2, I think number 2 was between the World Cup happening that year.
It was
And
a
great
good World Cup.
It was a fucking good World Cup.
And there's one reason for it.
Why?
VAR.
Oh yeah, that was good. No, it was just like great World Cup. Like all the big players performed to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And
And the reason for that was because if you recall the World Cup before, it was a very defensive, low-scoring World Cup.
yeah.
And the reason that I give a lot of credit to VAR is because VAR caught a lot of fouls and
Penalties,
call
yeah.
penalties, so it led to a lot of goals, which led to open games.
Yeah, and like
So, yeah.
it's just so eventful. Like England made it far.
Yep.
It was an all-European like Final Four. Ronaldo scored a hat trick on the first game for Spain. Like it's just crazy.
And there was
moments.
even the final was, although possibly a bit one-sided,
Yeah.
still entertaining.
Yeah.
Like open, I mean, I guess it has to.
Six
it had to be
goals
at
in the
some point.
game.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, like
Even the
Great World Cup.
Even the third place match, which I know a lot of people didn't watch. That was a
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it was
I watched
good.
that as well. It was good.
Yeah.
It's good. Croatia
So-
making it so far.
yeah.
Props.
And I was in Europe at the time as well. I was in UK, you know, so it was good. Then another moment was Crazy Rich Asians. A lot of exposure for us Asian people. I thought I know like like me. I'm on the same boat with you. Like I didn't really enjoy the movie.
What do you mean? I enjoyed the movie.
I'm okay.
I told you I enjoyed the movie.
I'm
I
like-
enjoyed the movie.
I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. But it wasn't. I mean, like it was still. I think the moment outweighs the quality of the movie, in my opinion, and that's everyone's opinion probably. Yeah, and then there are other moments such as like the 12 Thai football kids getting rescued, you know, and then the other.
That was kind of like whatever to me.
Fuck. Yeah, then the rest. I mean, I thought another favorite moment of my year was when Cardi B threw a shoe at like Nicki Minaj. That's an honorable mention. All right, okay, back to the election. So, I think I agree with you in general in terms of like that. I mean, like there is general cynicism right now brewing up, but don't you think that's because of short-termism in politics around the world these days? People are expecting all these things.
Yes and no. I think that there were some very clear things that were promised that weren't done or weren't implemented. I think that those were, and I'm not talking about things which are necessarily systemic, but things which could have been done fairly quickly. I think there are still people
Like what? Like
who,
what? Give us some examples.
I mean, for example, like one great example is the repeal of a number of so-called oppressive laws, like
The criminal acts, right?
But those laws were promised to be repealed on day one, and it is now day whatever, and they have not been repealed.
What laws? Give us some examples. Of those laws.
Laws such as the Internal Securities Act, laws which were promised to be amended, such as the I forgot what the act is called, but essentially the Counterterrorism Act. Basically, laws which allow detention of government dissidents without without
the Sedition Act as well, right?
yeah, like
Did they say that we're gonna?
yeah,
change?
it was all supposed to be appealed or amended in order to
Give greater freedom of speech, kind of thing.
greater
right?
freedom of speech, greater freedom of press, disallow essentially oppression of dissidents of the government, all that has not happened yet.
And there's also a bit of I would say a bit of infighting, right?
I would say that there is a lot of infighting.
a lot.
actually.
Okay, I don't know the degree, but I know that like I think people are trying to sort out who's going to be next up after Team Mahathir.
I don't really think that that's what's being fought over. I think it's more along the lines of because things are new, people see opportunities to to get ahead where they can, and if that means backstabbing someone to get ahead, they will. In many ways, that reflects what the old government did, but just because now the new government is brand new, I think all of a sudden you've got a new set of people who are in positions where they never were in before, or they probably never thought that they would be.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, there's the saying, like, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So people are trying to, I think, get ahead as much as they can, and it is up to really the leadership.
It has started.
It's really up to the leadership to fix that and to quash that, if they don't want to repeat the mistakes of the previous government. And I think based on things which have happened, without going into detail, I think that some leaders are not doing particularly well, and I think some leaders as well have sort of seen, or maybe things are not, this attitude is inherent regardless if you're opposition or regardless if you're the standing government. So yeah, like it's interesting times for sure, but at the end of the day, I agree, less than a year in, so still remains to be seen. Still remains to be seen. Systemic change takes time.
Let's dig into this another time on another episode. So, all right, on to the next category. Let's read it for me, Justin.
Viral moment of the year.
So, what was your favorite viral moment of the year? Or do you want me to give a list? I'll give a list.
Honestly, I have no favorite viral moment. I think the Cardi one's probably it, but
No. I'm gonna list a few.
Yeah, fine, list it.
So, my list, and within my list, there was the yodeling kid.
Nah.
That was Fortnite that we played together.
Was that in 2018?
Yeah, that was 2018, dude. Me,
No,
you,
are you sure it's 2018?
you, Lewis, and Trevor played
Are you
Fortnite.
sure it's
Yes,
2018?
2018. Confirmed.
Okay.
Hashtag Me Too. In My Feelings challenge. Kanye at the White House. Now the next two are the big two. Yanni versus Laurel.
Was that 2018?
Yes, dude. Holy shit. And Thank You Next. This I took two days to read,
Thank You Next is a bit it's a bit played, to be honest.
So
I thought at the time it was good, but
okay, what's your favorite viral moment?
actually, you know what? Yanni versus Laurel, actually, I don't think was like I didn't even really get caught up in the hype when it first came out.
And do you listen to it at least once?
Yeah, I did.
And what do you get?
I can hear both.
You can hear both?
Yeah, I can hear both.
I only hear
It's the same.
Laurel.
It's the same with the. It's the same with the
the blue dress or the white dress and
blue
shit.
and gold or white.
Yeah.
Blue and gold or white and black, was it?
Yeah,
it's
some shit like that,
it's the same thing. Like
You could see both.
I could see both.
How do you see both? What does it just transform? Like
Kinda actually, yeah,
what?
yeah, kind of actually, yeah.
It sounds like Justin's trying to
And
bullshit.
it also
trying to sound
it also
like he's a
depends like
robot.
what it also like for the dress, right? So it also kind of depends like what screen you're looking at on. So you look at your phone and you look at your computer or something, you can like sometimes you see it differently.
So what is the dress actual color? Just out of curiosity.
I can't remember. This was in 2016 or something.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
remember.
2016. So what's your favorite viral moment then? Your personal one. It could be Cardi B throwing. Or was it like when Pusha T came at Drake? You are hiding a child.
You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home.
No.
That was
not
pretty
really.
good. I mean, like I have to admit, that was like pretty fucking good. What's my favorite? Yeah,
I mean, if you want to talk about like the most viral, I think would probably be like In Your Feelings challenge. But
no. But what's your favorite?
yeah,
personal?
I personally it didn't nothing really for me actually. Nothing really.
Just pick something.
I mean, look, for the fact that I can't even remember anything, I think that says something.
Mine has got to be. I think it has to be Kanye West. I think Kanye West.
What,
on
just
Twitter.
in general?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah. Maybe Kanye at the White House.
Yeah, Kanye at the White House is fucking
Yeah,
funny.
Maybe.
He was like explaining to
By the
everyone.
way, did you see recently? He met up with LeVar Ball.
No.
Apparently going to be a BBBX Kanye.
Oh my fucking god! What the? No, because you know what? This could be Kanye coming at like fucking Rockefeller Sports, which is like Jay-Z's like sports management thing. Because
Maybe.
who knows? If you think about it, like, oh shit, this just came to my head. Kanye West could sign LiAngelo Ball. Is it LiAngelo? Yeah, no, LaMelo Ball, and what's his name? Jay-Z can take Zion, and they can both compete. Obviously,
Here's
Zion,
a hot take. LaMelo Ball will make it to the NBA.
he won't make it.
He won't make it.
So it's just Lonzo, just Zoe.
LaMelo Ball will make it to the
Because
NBA.
Jello didn't make it already.
Yeah.
So you don't. But LaMelo apparently he's already as tall as Lonzo, and he's going to grow even taller, and he can shoot better than Lonzo.
Yes, but if you
So you
and to be fair, I've only seen clips, right?
yeah.
But I guess on the other hand, it's like that's what makes it even worse. It's because the clips are all highlights, right?
Yeah.
He can't play in the NBA. Like first of all, he doesn't have the size, right? By size, I don't mean height, but
You
more
mean just like thickness,
more like
muscle mass,
strength.
muscle mass. Yeah.
But also, he's a bad player. Like he's a bad player.
he's like a Nick Young, but shitter Nick Young.
kind of like all he does, right, is
Shoot.
take
Take
really bad shots.
Yeah.
Like, and when I say bad shots, I don't mean he misses them, but I mean these are like the wrong shots
He
to
takes
take.
shots from the logo, and he thinks he's Steph, but he's not.
Yeah, I mean these are like the wrong shots to take. And you know when they had their thing when they went over to Lithuania and stuff,
Yeah.
I sort of followed that news story.
The highlights, right? Yeah, I did as well.
And then I read an article that came out after they came back from Lithuania. I think it was I think it was like Sports Illustrated or ESPN or something like that. And the guy was saying like, even in a league where they scored a lot of points and all that sort of thing, and they were probably the two best players on the team, it was clear that they don't know how to play team basketball. They don't know when to pass. They don't know when to shoot. They don't really know how to play basketball aside from the fact that give me the ball and I'll go and score it. And I think looking at like just watching the highlights, I think that's kind of true, man. Like you see a lot of these things that he does, right? Like, yeah, they look great, but I really, really, really doubt that
He could be
NBA scouts are looking at it and saying, "Oh, this guy's going to be like." First of all, he definitely won't be recruited out of high school.
Yeah,
Like definitely not.
definitely not.
Like,
no,
so-
but there's that one and done rule. He could go to the G League and then get, you know.
Yeah, but even then, I question if he can even make it in the G League. Actually, like even then,
That's your hot take. I
Like,
don't know. I
yeah.
personally don't know. But I mean, the way I see it, it was like, oh shit, if Kanye is going to get with the baller brand, Jay-Z has his own sports management thing, and he's going to take Zion Williamson apparently. That would be sick. That would be so dope.
I think that Kanye actually is just looking for someone else to tie with a new shoe deal. I think the Yeezy Adidas thing
Dying.
might run its course. I read, by the way, actually, right.
All right, what?
We'll come back to this later
All
in
right.
one of the categories. We'll come back to this later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to sleeper moment of the year. Oh wait, before. So yours was mine. Let's go. My viral moment of the year was Kanye West in general. Your viral moment was
Before Cardi and Nicki.
Cardi and Nicki. That was a good one as well. Okay, let's go to sleeper moment of the year. So sleeper moment of the year was basically like a news that didn't get much traction or much coverage or exposure, but that we personally thought were our favorite moments of the year. So those are our favorite sleeper moments. So what are your favorite sleeper moments of the year?
Honestly, not really that much. The one moment for me, I think people that know me will probably guess that I'm going to say it, would be OG winning the international.
Oh, I don't know you, but you like OG, so you went for OG.
No, I didn't. But I don't go for anyone. But
Shout out Anna.
And if you understand,
Shout out Anna.
and
Shout
if
out
you-
Corfu Grammar Gang.
yeah, and if you understand Dota 2, the game and the professional scene, you can sort of you understand why it's hard to go for a team, because teams break up and change around all the time. So it's very difficult to go for a specific team. But this team in particular were incredible underdogs. They were a lot of people thought they would finish last. A lot of people were even surprised.
Oh, they thought they would finish last.
A lot of
I
people
didn't
were
know that.
surprised that they even made it to the tournament.
Shit.
And that's because of, and I won't go into it, but there was a long history throughout that whole season that led up to it, which involves, it was quite dramatic actually. It involved a bit of heartbreak, a bit of like,
What's this heartbreak?
a bit of like bros for life, like having a massive like
Fight?
breakdown in the relationship.
Shit,
Such
what
that,
happened?
one left and all that sort of stuff. There was like real anger. There was real personal emotions.
Oh, yeah, because they were saying I watched the last one. I watched the final games, and they were saying about how like they got a pub player, right? They got a pub player to replace one of the team.
No, but that's not really anything. Like, and
But
then
who left? Who is this guy that left? Is he good?
basically it's No Toe and Fly. Like these two guys that have played together for the past 7 years or whatever, which in esports, especially in Dota 2, is considered forever. And there have been so many interviews over the years where they're saying like, we'll never play in another. We'll never play separately from each other. We'll always be together.
They split.
In the team, because they say we understand each other so well. We understand how we play, and we get along with each other, and we like each other a lot. And yeah, basically, last year they split.
Why?
That's the thing. No one really knows why.
Someone probably fucked someone's bitch.
Like the full story hasn't come out. Like it has probably. I mean, it most likely has something to do with one of the guys, the guy that left to join another team, felt that he had to in order to win the international, right? Which is
Which team did he move to?
which is like the World Cup of Dota 2. So he and the team OG was doing quite poorly in the year up to that point.
Jump ship.
So it's like if I want to win, I have to leave. And it wasn't just that he left; it was also the way he left, and because in Dota there's a transfer window.
Yeah.
So he left like 2 days before the transfer window closed.
Oh, so they couldn't replace him.
So they couldn't replace him.
Shit.
So it wasn't just the fact that he left, but the way that he left as well.
Jesus
and
Christ.
This was like these two guys who are, it's like,
It's like Neymar leaving PSG, right?
No, it's not like
Leaving-
Neymar. It's not
no,
like Neymar
leaving Barcelona,
PSG.
sorry.
No,
Leaving-
it's not like that. at all.
Neymar leave Barcelona like on like the close to the transfer deadline, so they couldn't replace him.
You understand that in football, right? Like it's the club that makes the decision.
Yep.
Like the club sanctions the move,
Okay.
right? And the club gets paid money for it, first of all.
Yeah.
in this, it's just like, yo, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm just going to another team.
Oh shit.
So, and this is like, you know, essentially like two blood brothers, pretty much. And a lot of people saw it as one person betraying the other person. It was a big drama. Whatever the
This is a
case,
narrative.
whatever the case, you know, it was, yeah. So the team was in shambles. They didn't have a complete squad to even get to the tournament. They had to go through open qualifiers. So a lot of people predicted that they would finish last in tournament as well. They wanted to win it. So I think it's a great sports story in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think my favorite low-key moment of the year... okay, I'll give you a list. The list has... Now, I'll just give you my favorite. My favorite one has got to be Sacha Baron Cohen coming back and having that show... was it Who is America? That was so good. It was such a great show. So for those who don't know, Who is America is basically where Sacha Baron Cohen does what he does best, which is disguises himself.
It's another Borat, pretty much,
It's
but
another
not as
Borat.
vulgar.
Yeah, he disguises himself as multiple different characters, and he basically interviews multiple different people around America. But in this Who is America, he basically focused more on like the Midwest and the current Republican members of the Senate, which was hilarious. You'll have to go get on that show. That was one of my favorite TV shows of 2018. The other two, okay, actually the other low-key news of the year that would have won if Sacha Baron Cohen did not come back was definitely when Amy Schumer and Emily Ratajkowski got arrested for going on doing some...
Say the name again.
Amy Schumer and Emily Ratajkowski.
Okay.
Is that right?
Just go on.
They got arrested for doing some... going on a demonstration, doing some demonstration.
I honestly
Women's
don't
March,
know
I think.
what you're
Women's
talking
March.
about. Yeah.
Women's March. And I thought it was just really funny when they both got arrested because I find both of them very annoying.
You find Ratajkowski annoying?
Yeah.
What's she done to annoy you?
She's hot, but like she's like, you know, like she's just like out there all the time. She just annoys me. So that's, yeah.
She doesn't do anything though. Amy Schumer, if you say Amy Schumer annoys you, I can understand that. But
Yeah. Do you think she's funny? I don't think she's funny at all. And it's not because she's...
moving on.
So what you answer? Do you think Amy Schumer is funny?
Different people find different things funny.
Okay. I think she's horrible. All right. Anyways, on to...
Woman hater. Sorry, meme of the year. Next category.
Yeah, fuck you. I love women. I respect women. We're going to start 2019 out loud and proud. We respect women over here on this side.
Yeah, 2019. I can't wait to respect women so hard this year.
I love and respect women in a consensual manner. All right? Meme of the year. Let's get it. So do you want me to list a few? And then
You go yours.
my meme of the year has to be the confused Pikachu face.
Oh, dude, that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
I was gonna say Pikachu.
Oh shit! How good? How cute
But
is that?
like I said, like I think I'm a bit biased. Like I think it's a bit of recency bias for me.
Oh, because it's the latest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's actually not the latest one. It was hot in December. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Actually, if that's my favorite, like just general photo, but my favorite meme of the year that for me personally was the Avengers I'm Not Feeling So Good when they did it to...
Overused.
No, but the best was when they, after on election day, when the results came out and they did the Najib and Rosma, like, oh, we don't feel so good. That was so fucking good.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel it. The Avengers I don't feel so overused. Overused, overplayed. People,
No, it's 'cause-
talk about beating a meme to death.
It's because you're 2019. Hey, don't say that, man. We respect animals here too, man. You mean... It's
Talk
like
about beating a meme to death.
it's like
the
feeding a
Avengers.
fed horse. That's why you have to use, man.
Okay.
Okay, then let's give honorable mentions. There was a yodeling kid. There was the tired SpongeBob. Is this a pigeon? You know the guy like
Yeah.
and the butterfly shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, next.
Yeah. Thank you. Next, I thought was actually pretty good, but
I thought
then
so,
it
yeah.
got tired pretty quick though.
I don't know how often you're on the internet. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Man, this happens like literally every show,
My bad.
and literally every show we say the same thing.
Yeah, no, I disconnect my phone and my phone always connects to my computer. And it's on silent. My phone's on fucking silent.
Yeah, and you say that every single time, and you also say, "I'll find a way to fix it." every single time. Literally every single time.
I just turned off my phone. All right. Okay. Album. Let's go to album of the year. Oh, I mean, sorry, beef of the year. My bad. So okay, wait. Before let's clarify. My favorite meme of the year is Confused Pikachu. But the favorite specific meme was the Avengers. I'm not feeling so good, but for the Malaysian election because that resonated with us so quickly.
I mean, Pikachu. I think clear winner here.
Yeah, but do you have a favorite specific meme?
Oh.
All right. Okay. Fine. Let's go to beef of the year.
I know what you're gonna say, and I probably agree.
What do you mean?
Drake and Kanye.
Yay! But there were other good beefs as well, like China versus USA, Donald Trump against the fucking world, Donald Trump against women, Donald Trump against the fucking world. That's pretty good.
I mean,
as well.
Donald Trump is actually the meme of the year, but anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, that's good beef as well.
It was very short lived though. Like, do you know, like it blew up for like a few days and then it was sort of done.
Oh man, I wish I would pay for like a match, like a boxing match between both of them. Who you think win? Who you think wins? I think Cardi B. Nicki Minaj is like a princess who says, "Oh, this girl's a bitch. This girl's whatever." Cardi B used to like strip, like for multiple years as a stripper. She was a stripper for multiple years, so she probably got that hustle. And
Nicki's from the streets as well.
Yeah, but what has she done? Like, she's no real gangster. Like, just because she's from the streets doesn't mean I could be on the street and I could be the guy that doesn't do shit.
Have you heard Nicki's stuff before she became Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Like,
what do you mean stuff? As in like how Nicki Minaj got big or pre Nicki Minaj?
I mean, my understanding is like Nicki Minaj before she became Nicki Minaj, she was pretty hard. Like, she was, she's sort of like what people think Cardi is. Like, but regardless, whatever the case, I think. I mean, I think Cardi will probably win, but then again, I don't see it as clearly as you do.
We'll come back to this when it comes to that. But let's move on to the beef of the year that we both agreed on: Drake versus Kanye. So I'll give a bit of background. So this all blew up when one of Kanye's co-label mates, or basically one of his signees, part of his group, Good Music, Pusha T, went at Drake. So he led a bit of a trap, dissed Drake. Drake dissed him back. Pusha T went on and just basically exposed that Drake was hiding a child. That was one of the best. That was one of the best lines in the world. You are hiding a child.
You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home.
Imagine if I said that and I dissed you like that. How do you fucking come back from that?
But was he hiding the child from the world?
Yes, he was. Oh, but I mean, his explanation of he was hiding the world from the kid. I think that was a very good fucking explanation. That was a very good line.
It was a good line. It's not a good explanation. It's a good line.
I think it was a good fucking line. That's a line I'm gonna use if that happens to me.
I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
Touch wood. And so then the reason why Kanye is brought into this is because Drake apparently told Kanye that he had a kid, and it seemed like from Drake's side, Kanye basically gave the information to Pusha T to use. And then, as time goes by, the more it seems like Kanye West had this ploy to do this, so he can get more clout, more news on him.
Basically, standard standard
celebrity shit.
Like, yeah, celebrity rap, like beef, like this my territory, like who's trying to be the big dog sort of bullshit.
Shout out J. Cole dissing him today by dropping his song Middle Child, claiming that he doesn't need to beef with someone to sell shoes. Fuck Kanye West.
And by dropping that, he's starting a beef himself. So there we go.
Anyways,
moving on.
To people who are listening and coming to my party on this Saturday, I do not want to see any fucking 350s at this house. I'm burning that shit.
Yeah, keeping it G. I told her don't win no 350s around me.
All right. Oh, moving. No, actually, before we move out of beef of the year,
only 370s, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. One of the
350s are played.
Yeah, keeping it G. I told her don't win no 350s around me.
One of the beefs that are brewing up right now is between the Malaysian government and the current prime minister and the ex-prime minister. No, I sent you a song. I sent you the diss song. Najib dropped at Pakatan Harapan.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
should Mahathir respond?
They've been sniping all year. This is not new.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they've
he
been
finally
sniping.
put it on a track in the music world. That's the official clip. You know, he loaded the clip and just released. You know, unloaded on him.
Yo, the current prime minister of Malaysia is 92 years old. He's not gonna come back with a diss track, all right?
But how good would that be, man? That would be so fucking good.
Album of the year.
All right, let's move on to the album of the year. What was the album of the year for you? It could have been from multiple years past.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't listen to albums anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's only like if there's big drops, like you
The
know,
Black Panther
or
album
people,
came out.
or people that I really like. Which these days it's just like
It could be Taylor
it's just
Swift,
like
right?
Kanye West. It could be Taylor Swift, but it's not. So
So you didn't like Kanye West's album?
I mean, I think everyone can agree it's not the best. It's not the best.
No,
album of the
but
year.
like if your personal album, yeah, who gives a fuck? What this is zero credibility award.
I
This
mean,
is Justin
I don't think
Yeo's.
it's the best album of the year. Either. I don't know what is, but I don't think that one is.
What's the one for you,
I don't know.
or what's the closest?
I honestly don't know.
Fuck. Okay, useless. So on my list, I had Drake Scorpion, obviously. I had Pusha T's Daytona. I had Daniel Caesar's Freudian. And I had, what else? I had Plan B's.
Like I think I'm a normie, right? And I think most normies like me don't listen to albums anymore.
Okay.
Like we just listen to like specific tracks.
Yeah. Well, I'm still a bit of a music nerd. I like J. Cole's KOD, but my favorite album of the year has got to be...
The new R. Kelly joint.
Fuck. Did I give you his confession song? I confess, it's the 20-minute song where he says, "I'm sorry, I did all these things. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic."
R. Kelly, man, what a man.
He's gonna come back later on. in
He's
this episode.
2019 though.
Huh? He's 2019.
Mm.
Oh Jesus! All right, okay, fine. He's not then, but we can shed some light on him. So my album of the year, the one that I listened to the most replay value, still got to be Drake Scorpion. Even though I agree with the general consensus, there are a lot of throwaway tracks, but there were still enough tracks that keep me coming back to the song. So
Do you agree with the general consensus that he likes little girls?
what evidence is there?
All right, moving on.
All right, let's go.
I mean,
All right, okay.
There's plenty of evidence.
Yo,
man.
just 'cause
we've been
Drake-
into this before. We're not going to go through
actually,
it again.
do you know there's a lot of links to it? Because do you know Drake in this album had a song with Michael Jackson? He bought a Michael Jackson
yeah.
unreleased track and he put it and
I
made a
heard
song.
Yeah.
And so
It was a single as well.
yeah, it wasn't a single, but he was trying to push it, but I think he decided not to. But anyways, what's fucking funny is because there's to everyone who doesn't know, there was one of the biggest documentaries was dropped recently, called "Surviving R. Kelly," which was a documentary focusing on the girls that were sexually abused allegedly abused by the great R. Kelly.
We're not here to falsely accuse anyone.
Okay, true.
Everyone is innocent until they're proven
The
guilty.
disclaimer is also with zero credibility, so we're not trying to claim that we do know anything. We're just trying to, shits and gigs. I better bleep that shit out. Anyways, fuck. So, right, do you know the people who produced Surviving R. Kelly? The next documentary they're going to make, apparently, it's about Michael Jackson touching kids.
I mean,
Who knows? Maybe you have to touch kids to be great. Have you ever thought about that?
oh, that's why Drake does it. I get it.
Yeah, could be. It could be a thing. Michael Jackson, almost undisputed greatest musician of all time. When he died, the whole world moved.
That's true. I think since Michael Jackson and before I'm not willing to speak authoritatively on before Michael Jackson, but since Michael Jackson, I don't think there's been an artist that is as big as him.
I agree. I think
Worldwide.
dude, I was in fucking Europe and there was like a Michael Jackson memorial. I was in where was it? I was in Hungary. I was in Budapest.
Yeah.
And there's a Michael Jackson memorial.
I remember exactly where I was when I heard the news and what I was doing when I heard the news that Michael Jackson died. Actually,
Come on,
and
tell us.
I was in China. Actually, I was in Beijing. And
Oh, China
it was-
loves Michael Jackson.
it was
as well.
big news in China.
Yeah.
Like,
China loves
yeah.
Michael Jackson.
And in my life, right? Like, there's a few like world events where like you sort of remember exactly what
That
you
happened
were
in your
doing.
lifetime. In your lifetime.
Exactly what you were doing
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time you heard the news. Michael Jackson's death was one of them. The other one was 9/11, and that's the only two I really
For me, it's
remember.
the election and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So there was that too.
9/11. I remember I was talking to my friend on MSN Messenger, and she said, "Turn on the news."
Do you have back when you use Messenger? Do you have all those like? Do you save all those Is it emojis like? You know what I mean? Where you type certain words and it comes I had
That's all the
loads
cool
of
shit
them.
at the time. That's all cool shit. Yeah.
And the person who had the most of it was the
Yeah.
coolest usually.
Not and then everyone would just steal it.
Yeah,
Everyone would
steal
just
it, like save it. Oh, so those days were so fucking good.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, she was telling me. Yeah, turn on CNN. Like turn on the news, and I watched it. And we were doing a group project the next day at her house.
Fuck.
So it's like, all right, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. All right.
Album of the year. Oh, did y'all play Michael Jackson when y'all did your assignment? Or had a bit of music?
Michael Jackson died many years after that. After 9/11.
Oh, sorry, 9/11. My bad. Sorry. I confused the news. Holy shit. My bad. All right, okay. On to Song of the Year. What's your favorite song of 2018?
Honestly, and we sort of spoke about this off air just before we started recording. I thought 2018 wasn't that strong a year for music.
Okay, what's the song that you listen to the most on your Spotify?
As much as it makes me so basic, I would say something is probably God's Plan.
Oh. In my list, it's like, it's not... I had like Nice For What. I really like that song. I like Jaded by Drake as well. So there are 2 Drake songs. I also like Mob Ties by Drake, sorry. And I like Look Alive by Drake. Fuck. Okay, and then there's the other non-Drake songs, which is Arctic Monkeys, 4 out of 5. Sway Lee's and Post Malone's Sunflower. That song is banged so hard that my dad knows what song it is and he loves it.
Yeah.
I like Jessie Reyes' Figures, but my personal song of the year has got to be, I think, Sunflower.
You know how we were talking before how I said Post Malone had a big year, but he's probably not someone I'm gonna listen to like five years from now.
Yeah.
I actually was so close saying, a song like Sunflower is an example of that.
You don't think I think that's
I don't
one of the
think so.
great songs of the... Okay. We'll see. Time will tell, right?
Yeah, but I can definitely see like 5 years from now, like God's Plan being on my Spotify playlist.
Dog.
I mean, in fact, it's on there now. So
Fair enough. Let's go to the... Wait, actually, have you ever wondered when you're like 60, what songs are you going to listen to?
yeah,
My neck, my back. Shit.
probably some Levels by Avicii.
Oh shit. Oh.
No, but at that time, right? Like, come that time, right? Like Levels would be like, oh, what's this old shit?
Yeah.
What's this old shit?
Imagine like you're 60 years old and your kid come over and you're listening to Temperature by Sean Paul. Shit. And the music playlist for this Saturday is gonna be fire. Right?
I actually remember this quite clearly. I don't know why I have this memory, but when I was a kid, I think I must have been maybe 10, 11, 12 years old, right? And I was in the car, and I was listening to the radio, and I remember like that was I remember I heard the radio DJ saying something about that song has a bit of like synth in it, and like synth is like made like with computers, so they're not using instruments. So I distinctly remember thinking, like I wonder if like one day from now, right, all music is just going to be made by computers and no one's even going to sing anymore.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening now, right?
No?
Yes.
No, no. Most of the beats, the most popular music of now is hip hop.
Yes, but the rise of EDM in the past 5 years, like that's literally like.
So do you think EDM is the next wave that's going to replace hip hop?
No, EDM and hip hop are going hand in hand at the moment.
Do you know why I think that might be a case? Because I was listening to an interview. I can't remember what interview, but it was with a rapper or with a musician of some sort. Because he was saying, music now is very background. Because back then, like your family would sit down and listen to focus on the record.
Not really.
No.
What, did you ever get in a room and your parents go, hey, we're going to listen to this CD now?
No. But back on, they used to have their Walkman or whatever. They used to focus on music more. Whereas now music is just on the background, is more background compared to back then.
I don't really think that's true. I just think it's more that there's just more music these days because it's easier to make because all the music is being made with computers. You don't need to learn an instrument to make music.
Okay. Because I still sit down. I mean, I go for a drive and listen to music just to listen to music. Because I'm like that type of guy.
But when you wanted to make music last time, you'd be like, all right, can I play the guitar? Can I play the piano?
Yeah.
Like nowadays, to make music, you literally download.
No, but this is the music making thing. I'm talking about how people digest music today.
No. What I mean is that I don't think that actually plays a big part. I just feel it's the fact that music is so much more music because it's so much easier to make compared to last time.
Yep.
So that's why people feel maybe that like people aren't really listening to music these days. No, I just think it's because there's so much more. People are just moving on much quicker.
Moving on. So it could be it could be an evolution. For me, I just think that people moving more towards you didn't let me finish my thought as well. So people are moving more towards EDM could have been because people are just not really listening to the words. It's just like that melody in the background kind of thing.
Yes and no, but I sort of feel like in general, people generally listen more to beats and melodies rather than words anyway.
Really?
Even of the time of like 90s pop, actually.
Maybe, yeah. Could
I
be,
mean, you think about like guys like like Spin Doctors and the Beastie Boys and stuff like that. Like honestly, even like that was in the 90s, right? And honestly, like you couldn't remember or couldn't really decipher word for word exactly what they're saying.
Yeah. No, yeah. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why hip hop has come to the forefront, as in because now it's more beats and melody driven than. Yeah, it could be. Actually, could be right. So in terms of, we're talking about song of the year, right?
Yeah, but for me, I'm not the biggest fan of EDM, but that's primarily because I like my song with words.
Yeah. No. Like because I'm trying to learn. I'm like I DJ as a hobby. I like watch enough interviews to know. Say the trick to getting a good DJ is to get the girls, and girls love something you can sing along to. And that's why vocals are very important in music, and I agree. In terms of background music, like if I'm doing something, I like to listen to just pure instrumental. The classical music on Apple Music is fire, by the way, to everyone who doesn't know. Speaking
of which, do you know what I am getting into recently? Chill hop or chill wave. I reckon that shit's cool, man.
What's chill hop? Chill hop. That sounds like a cool like genre actually. Chill hop, chill wave. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like that shit. It's good. It's good. It's good to work to as well. It's good to like set a mood.
It's just beats, is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's sort of like okay, and I really hope I'm not saying this wrong.
You sound dated or something?
No, I really hope I'm not saying this wrong. But do you know like New Japes?
No.
So it's sort of like evolution of what he was doing.
Okay.
At the time.
So it's just instrumental chill beats.
Yeah, pretty much. But
it's not ambient, right? Because there's genre ambient music.
Yeah, it's not ambient.
Okay.
But it's chill beats. But it's a bit more, how to say? It's not just jazz. It's not jazz.
Yo, is it that fucking the YouTube wave where there's like those lo-fi hip hop?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, that's just dope. Yeah. I think that's just dope. All right, moving on. So my song of the year is your song of the year is God's Plan. My song of the year is a.
You said Sunflower.
Sunflower, sorry.
All right.
And on to film of the year. This is one of I think is a very exciting category.
You can go first. I have an idea actually.
I put my favorite film of the year has got to be Burning, which was a Korean movie where the Asian guy
Cho. Sorry, Steven Yeun. Oh, dude.
Yeah, Steven
by the
Yeun.
way, big fan of Steven Yeun. By the way,
do you watch the movie?
Steven Yeun. Did not watch the movie. Want to watch the movie.
Watch the movie. It's fucking good.
It's based on a book actually.
Yeah, by Murakami.
Yeah.
Which I read his book this year for the first time, and I really like his writing.
Shout out Steven Yeun.
Shout out Steven Yeun. Shout out Murakami. That was a great movie. I think it was a standout film. In my opinion, there were a lot of good films, but there weren't a lot of like breathtaking films like that will like be in my list, be in my top 100 list, I reckon. I'll give my honorable mention. First Reformed, Ethan Hawke killed it. You Were Never Really Here, Joaquin Phoenix killed that shit as well. Annihilation, what's the girl's name? Natalie Portman, very good sci-fi. One of the like few good sci-fis over the last 2-3 years. Mandy, Nicolas Cage. This is a very good movie. If y'all like these weird old 90s
I saw the trailer for it. It's a bit
film.
weird, man.
It's fucking weird, but it's fucking like I like it. It's a weird movie for weird people like me. Death of Stalin. That's fucking. Death of Stalin. It's a comedy movie. You would like it. Do you like British comedy actually?
It depends. It depends.
Sarcasm and satire.
It depends how it's done, honestly.
Go watch it. It's about like Death of Stalin is basically what happened to the Soviet regime right after when Stalin died, and it was just like a dark comedy. It's really good. Leave No Trace. Ben Foster's in it. That was a good movie. And Mission Impossible.
Ben Foster?
Yeah, Ben Foster. Not
Ben
not the
Foster.
goalkeeper, the actor. Ben Foster is a good actor.
Yeah.
And Mission Impossible.
I heard a lot of good things about Mission Impossible.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it. I heard a lot
Dude,
of good things about it.
it's the
surprising.
fucking best Mission Impossible movie, and it's it could be my favorite action movie. I think
I've heard that it was really, really good, and for me, it's like
good.
that's like it's such a sleeper, right? Like, who would think that Mission Impossible in 2018 would be a good movie?
And the sixth movie, it's like, yo, this Fast and Furious 8 is fucking good. Like, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, Fast and Furious 1 wasn't that good.
Yeah, none of the Fast and Furious were good.
Yo, Tokyo Drift.
I was about to say Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift was
Shout
the
out
bomb.
Bow Wow. Shout out Bow Wow. And shout out the Donkey Kong reference, obviously. Yeah, my favorite movie is Burning. The second one has got I think First Reformed, maybe. Oh, actually, even Red Sparrow was good. Is it Red Sparrow? The spy movie
Oh
you
yeah,
watched.
Red Sparrow.
That was good. So what's your favorite
Oh,
movie
man.
there?
So over my holiday, right, I met a guy who's this is a bit of a tangent. A guy who is very obviously gay, right?
Yeah?
And we were out.
He was hitting on you.
No, we were out, like I was with a group of people having a few drinks, right? And and he was in the group as well, having a few drinks, right? And he got so drunk, right? And then he started talking about being gay, and he's like, oh, you know me, you know who I am? I'm a red sparrow, man. I'm a red sparrow. I get in with the guys. They don't even notice, and I just get them. I was like,
He'll gate him.
he just gets them, like.
Got him!
He like just seduces them and they don't even realize what's going on.
So he seduces straight guys.
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't exactly ask too much into it.
So it's like that was the point where you go like, I need to stay
was
away
like-
from this guy.
I was like,
not a homophobic, but you just don't
Yeah,
want to. You
it's
don't want
like-
to be got, because it's a hashtag Me
it's
Too
like,
environment.
it's like I need to go bathroom. Like,
Dude, why didn't you just say away like straight away?
but
Say
no, but he kept talking about Red Sparrow. Is how much he loved the movie, how much he loved Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. No, you mean
sorry,
oh fuck! Now I don't know her name.
Scarlett.
No, it's not Scarlett, dude. It's fuck. It's not Scarlett,
Whatever,
dude.
the blonde chick.
The blonde chick. Oh fuck! I feel so bad now. Okay, we'll get a name later. So, what's your favorite film?
My favorite film is actually not a film that. It was kind of critically acclaimed, kind of like Burning, but it didn't get as much publicity, I think. And that was
Jennifer Lawrence. The girl
yeah,
is
sorry, Jennifer Lawrence. That's right. And that was
She's on the billboards recently.
Searching.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, so I watched it. It came out. It was a bit. The hype around it was a bit dead because of the way that it came out
Crazy
at the
Rich
same time as
Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I would say it's a very good movie. It's not a movie that I think is like one of the best ever made. I think there are holes in the story, but
It's your favorite movie.
I think that it was very good in the way that it's one of it. So basically, the synopsis is that a dad is looking for his child. The child goes missing, and the dad's looking for her. So, but it's not an action movie. It's not like Liam.
It's
Neeson.
a thriller. It's a thriller.
Yeah, it's not like Liam Neeson Taken.
It's a more of an Asian dad approach.
Not really, actually. In fact, it's actually a very modern approach, which I think a lot of people in our generation can appreciate and can understand. Because the thing about that movie that made it interesting
Yeah,
was
don't
the
give no
way
spoilers, huh?
was the way it's shot.
Yeah.
So basically, the whole movie is shot through a computer screen.
Oh yeah. No, there were horror movies that were done like that.
Yes. What's it called?
Unfriended or some shit like that.
No.
The horror movie?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a series.
There were a few. I watched the movie one. It's like a trashy B grade.
Yeah, no, but whatever the case, but this one is done really, really, really well.
Okay.
Really, really, really well. And it's a thrill. I really like thrillers.
Yeah.
So
Burning is good.
I recommend if people haven't watched it, if it's out on Netflix or whatever, or if you can find it, definitely watch it. Definitely worth a watch.
Solo
Searching
movies. We don't
with,
condone any
yeah.
breaking of any laws here, but solo movies is where it's at.
Searching with John Cho.
Yeah, jeez. All right. That was a lot of Asian love for that film. Best film category. All right. His is Searching. Mine's Burning. Let's go to the TV show of the year.
BoJack Horseman season 6 by far. Easy.
Atlanta season 2. Easy.
Right,
but I'll
moving
give an
on.
honorable mention to Deuce, which James Franco stars in 2 roles.
What he stars in? What he stars in a show called Douche? Yeah, that
The
makes
Deuce.
sense.
No.
That makes sense.
Do you think he's a douche?
Personally, I don't mind him, but I can see why people think he's a douche. And to be honest,
Yeah.
I think in real life he probably is.
I don't think so, dude. He's friends with like fucking Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, like they're those like the potheads of Hollywood. If anything, they're the party I want to go to. You know,
I know. I
If
don't.
I was famous.
No, I don't deny. I don't deny that like they'd be a good time to hang out with. But I reckon that they'd be douches.
you reckon?
I reckon they would definitely.
Seth Rogen be a douche?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Really?
You don't think Jonah Hill would be a douche?
I don't think so, dude. I think Jonah Hill, dude. Have you seen his interview? He's still awkward as shit.
I could be wrong, right? But I reckon Jonah Hill is one of those guys, right? Like he's like, he's like the stereotypical like American fat kid that gets bullied at school,
And now he's top shit?
Yeah, now he's top shit, so he feels like he can be shit to
it
everyone
doesn't
else.
work like that. You know what I realized? Hollywood, within the Hollywood realm, that's basically high school, but everyone sees the high school.
But you know that James Franco within Hollywood is known as a bit of a douchebag, right?
I didn't know that.
Especially like,
I know he has
But-
a film school, and apparently he has like he touches the girls. I don't know.
yeah, but I was gonna say, but I guess you're okay with it.
No,
but
I'm
he has
not
some
okay with that.
He has
No,
some.
no.
He has some issues with underage girls.
No. I'm not. I'm not condoning any of that. I stand with women. I'm an ally. All right.
Yeah, but he has some issues with underage girls, but generally
No.
within Hollywood circles, he's known as a bit of a douchebag.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that, but because the way I look at it is this: is like there's the A list, which is like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I think those are the douchebags. You know.
No, I think Leo's not a douchebag.
You think
but
he's a
that's
nice
because
guy?
I really like Leo.
Yeah. It could be.
I
See,
really
it could be
like Leo.
biased. Like the actors I like are all the weird ones
No,
who don't
but
hang
no,
out.
but
with
like I
other
said, like,
actors.
I don't mind James Franco. Personally, I don't mind it, but I can see him being a douche.
Fair enough. Do you watch the roast of James Franco? I thought it was fucking hilarious, dude.
The what?
The roast of James Franco.
Oh no.
Go watch it. That shit's good.
Oh,
That shit-
actually, a good movie. Was it 2018? Can't remember. But anyway,
what was it?
Uh,
what was it about?
The
Sorry.
Disaster Artist.
Oh yeah, that was 2018.
Good movie. Good movie.
Oh hi, Mark. All right. Let's go. What's the next category? TV show. Yeah.
BoJack Horseman season
Atlanta
6.
and Deuce honorable mention. That was really good.
By the way, I'm just gonna. I mentioned this on a previous podcast, but if you guys have not watched BoJack Horseman, please. It's not even season 6 actually. It's season 4. My bad. Or whatever. The latest season. BoJack Horseman.
Get on the shit.
It's on Netflix, so you have no excuse not to watch it. It's honestly one of the best shows. On
Okay,
TV.
difficult question. Is it better than Rick and Morty?
It's different. It's
But
different.
Which one? You have to pick one.
I probably watch Rick and Morty because it's easier to watch.
Easier to consume.
Yeah, because BoJack Horseman, right? It's animated, right?
Yeah.
It's an animated show,
Yeah.
but it's not like Rick and Morty is a bit brainless, like a bit funny.
Yeah.
Like how Family Guy is like just toilet humor, right?
Yeah.
Rick and Morty is not. It's not really that toilet. It's a bit, but it's more funny and
deeper than
brainless.
that. It's deeper
BoJack
than that.
Horseman, right? It's animated, but man, I tell you, man, like.
Deep shit.
Yeah, man, that show makes you think, man, and it brings up some real issues. It brings up some, I don't know. It's such, especially the latest season. It was such a good season.
Can I just jump straight to that season and not watch all the past to enjoy it? Or should I watch all the ones in
You
past?
probably can, but I would recommend you not to
Okay. fair
because
enough. Don't spoil it.
you won't really understand the history of some of the characters.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily need to know the history to follow the show. But then you probably sort of not be able to follow some certain episodes like episode 3.
Fair
But
enough.
Anyway,
Okay. On to new favorite celebrity of the year. You go.
no idea.
You get to say Ron Chang or whatever, or like or Henry Young or whatever.
Honestly, probably Ninja.
Ninja. Yeah, Ninja's dope. Ninja's in my list, but he didn't make.
That's why I asked you, like, was Fortnite really 2018?
It is
Because I feel it's like
No, it was 2018
Before
when
that.
we played last year because that was the last semester when I started like playing fucking around a little bit.
yeah, but I think Ninja, right? Like
Dope guy.
he's a nice guy. I think he's because Fortnite has a lot of kids that play it.
Yeah.
I think he's a good role model for the kids.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
is.
There's a lot of like famous gamers and stuff now.
They're
on
assholes.
stream who are like, not that they're assholes, but they just act their age, right? And
Face
yeah, okay,
TT.
like some of them are assholes as well. But Ninja has made a conscious effort to cater his his streams and his entertainment towards kids because he knows that a lot of kids watch him.
And he does a lot of donation, and he's always done it at the start as well. When he earned very little money.
I think just in general, he knows that kids watch him. So he's like, I'm going to make sure that I'm a good role model for the kids.
Yeah, he's like Kevin Hart of comedy. You try to get a big market pool.
Kevin Hart, a bit of a question mark right now, but anyway.
Okay. Yo, that guy apparently he took in his latest interview with the Breakfast Club. He said he was going to come back and do a dirty special, as in he's going to say like he's going to be a bit more aggressive with his content, which I really want to see because I've never seen it before.
Isn't being aggressive with his content what got in trouble in the first place?
Oh yeah, but like fuck it. Like if I was a comedian, I'll go the Dave Chappelle route. You know, fuck it. People are gonna get upset.
I'm fine with aggressive content as long as you don't disrespect women, man. But it seems to be a problem for you. All right, moving on.
He didn't disrespect women. Kevin Hart disrespected gay people. That's the difference. But it's still disrespect at the end of the day. Anyways.
Okay, new favorite, let it go.
Mine, my list was Ninja, Pokimane.
I don't know who that is.
Oh man, wait. I have to show you who this chick is. She's a gamer. She's not a model, but she's hot.
But is she really a gamer though?
Yeah. No, she's good. She's like I asked because she plays LOL and.
Oh, has shown me this girl before.
Yeah, I keep showing it to like me and him share. Oh, I should say it. Me and him share photos.
Oh, maybe we don't want it. Maybe you shouldn't say it.
But man, she's so pretty, right?
Yeah, she's alright. Yeah, it's not bad.
You know, guess her ethnicity.
She sounds like Latino or something. I think
she's a Syrian. Oh, I thought she was like half Asian.
Syrian.
A Syrian, yeah.
Like from Syria?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, but
she grew up in Canada, but like.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
She's also known as like by all the guys who love her as Pokey Thick or Thick Pokey, THICC. She's so cute.
I mean, I'm more interested in her personality, but that's just me.
She has a very good personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, and but my favorite celebrity of the year has got to be Andrew Schultz, who's a comedian. He's one half of Brilliant Idiots, which is one of my favorite podcasts. And he's not big at all, but he's big enough that when he replied to my DM, I was ecstatic because I was like, damn, he thinks my jokes are funny too. Watch out for this guy. He
connects with his fans, right?
Watch out. This guy's going to have a special on Netflix soon, or he's going to blow up a little bit. He's going to be one of those sleeper comedians. And he's really funny. Shout out Flagrant 2. Shout out Brilliant Idiots. And if it's not for them, this podcast would not have been. All right? Now to Celebrity of the Year. Doesn't mean it has to be a good
no. It can just
good
be
celebrity
someone,
or best.
It can just be someone that's famous.
Who played the celebrity game the best? And I have one. Kanye West.
I was going to say Ariana had a big year.
No, fuck Ariana. Ariana was the person that was like... was it to Drake? He was to Drake. Like, can your two men not fight so my single could go number one? Like, shut the fuck up, Ariana.
Well, she has a right as much as anyone else to say whatever she wants.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I'm responding to that. She cannot say that, but shut the fuck up, Ariana. Your music's trash. You're not gonna your songs. Thank You Next is not gonna beat something like God's Plan. You're never gonna be as big as Drake. So shut the fuck up. Your music's trash. Fuck you.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it here, guys. If you're not at the top, just don't even try.
Yeah, fuck no.
Just don't try. If you're not at the top, don't try.
In my personal opinion, you don't deserve to be at the top. All you do is monetize the heartbreak you cause. Mac Miller. No, I'm just I don't get there. Fuck that. I'll delete that shit. Anyways, who's your celebrity of the year? Ariana Grande still?
It's probably Ariana or Drake. I think Ariana had a bigger year.
What? Drake had the biggest year, but who played the game the best? I think Kanye West. He did he transcended Drake a little bit in a sense. He was at the fucking White House.
Actually, celebrity, yeah, maybe Jeff Bezos.
Oh no, but that happened in 2019 though.
Amazon had a good year.
No, it had a good start. Then it had a bad year, and because it wiped out most of his fortune.
Amazon had a good year. He's ahead of Amazon. His divorce is like whatever.
Look at the stock price of Amazon of 2018. It went up like crazy for the first half. Then it wiped out. It got wiped out over the large US market sell-off.
But I don't want to say Jeff Bezos. No. I think Ariana had a big year. You know, like
Okay, I'm not gonna try. Okay,
okay,
you had
the
Grande.
Ariana thing is because
Her album was
so
really
many
good.
things happened to her, right? Okay, this creeps. If I'm not wrong, this creeps into 2017 a bit. But the the mass shooting at a concert.
Oh, the Manchester. Yeah.
That was 2017, right?
I think so. Yeah,
And then-
early 2017.
And then the really weird thing with Pete Davidson, and then the
No, it was Mac Miller before.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
I mean but Mac Miller was way before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then there was a shooting. Then she got into this thing with Pete Davidson, and Mac Miller died, and and then she came back. You know, she went away for a bit in hiding, you know, to recover from a heartbreak. And all
yeah,
sorts
to
of
write
bullshit.
"Thank You Next."
And then she
you know,
came- and then
it's
she
such a fucking hard song to write.
And then she
Pour
came,
his heart out.
and then she came back. You know, like she had a big year, and two things. One, I give her credit for coming back because, first of all, it must be pretty freaking. I'm sure it's pretty traumatic to have people shot at your concert.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that must be pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
Second of all, to have someone who's close to you die
Yeah.
in very close time period to people being shot at your concert.
And you broke off your engagement as well. So
No, but that was one. The second thing is that the Pete Davidson thing. I don't know. I'm sorry, right? I never really bought it, man. I just think it's a really good like publicity stunt.
So it was part of like, you know, because she was like writing "Thank You Next," but she couldn't think of the third line. You know, like she was like, "Oh, Sean was this guy was in a match, Mac was an angel."
Maybe, but like the Pete Davidson thing, and especially like how they met so quickly and then they got engaged so quickly,
Yeah.
right? It was like
Fuck
for
that.
me, right? I don't know why, but I always thought that this is all like,
Celebrity hoax bullshit.
it's all made up, right? It's all done by the publicists for whatever reason. So
Fuck.
I never bought that relationship really, but anyway,
That you know what that means, right? That means if it was a publicity stunt, she fake as fuck then. All right.
it's showbiz. Everyone's fake.
Not Drizzy Drake. He really was hiding a child.
No, he wasn't hiding a child, man.
Oh yeah, he was hiding the world from the child.
I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference. Never forget that. I'll be there when you explain that to your wife. Anyways, on to my celebrity of the year was Kanye West. Drake was there within the realm. Ariana Grande was in the realm. Donald Trump was within the realm. But
Kylie was in the realm, to be honest.
Kylie, oh yeah, because she became a billionaire that
Teenage
year.
billionaire.
And was the egg? The egg was this year, right? The egg got the most likes on.
Oh
his-
yeah, Egg was this year.
Yeah. Shout out the egg, man. Do you see the video of Kylie getting so-called upset? Like she posted a response video where she cracked an egg onto the floor.
Oh, you mean Kendall? Oh, Kylie.
Kylie, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Cardi.
No.
Um,
Kylie is definitely one of the celebrities of last year as well. But I still think
for
Kanye
sure.
West,
But
because
I think Cardi had a bigger 2017 than 2018. Though.
I gave it to
That's when like Bodak Yellow came out.
Yeah,
you know,
Bodak-
that's when she really blew up.
No, but the album came out last year, and the beef with Nicki Minaj just like everyone just loved her. But anyways, the reason why I picked Kanye West was because he dropped all these albums, none of them stick. So he went in desperado mode and started dissing Drake, making friends with the president. You know, playing all these games.
By
to
the
try to
president, you mean LeVar Ball?
oh yeah, that too. All the presidents, you know.
Anyway.
He even met all the presidents in Africa and shit. Okay, on to good news of the year. So my personal good news of the year, like my list was Man United hiring Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. One of my favorite players. Man United sacking Jose Mourinho, who was a manager I never wanted at the start. The change, graduating from uni. Me personally graduating from uni. But my personal favorite news was the change of government in Malaysia.
Personally, I don't know much good news of the year.
But what you could go with the Malaysian government change.
Oh, maybe that's boring, right?
No, it's not. It's your personal. We're gonna give them 1 hour and 10 minutes of great content. It's okay to be a bit boring here.
2018 was a tough year for the world, guys. It's a tough year for the world. Moving on.
There's no piece of light for you at all. Solskjaer, you say, is one of your favorite players. Them hiring that.
I mean, it's good news, but within the context of the world, it's nothing.
Man, You have to work with this negative Nancy all the time. Fuck. Okay. Bad news of the year. Okay,
Where do we start?
You wanna go with my list? So my list was Trump child separation policy, Trump banning shithole countries.
Just go Trump full stop, man.
Okay, Trump full stop, but I like to separate. Kanye West, Drake hiding a child, Aziz Ansari sexual assault allegation, multiple people's assault allegations, actually, guys especially, Asia Argento's assault allegation. Actually, you know what? Honorable mention for people of the hashtag Me Too movement being called out for committing hashtag Me Too acts as well. That's one of the good newses of last year. But in terms of my favorite, not my favorite. I think what was the worst news of last year was Trump in general. And Kanye West, ex-Kanye West.
I think there's so much that happened in the world last year that will continue into 2019. Speaking from a broad perspective, the world is becoming more insular. People are becoming more hostile towards each other. People are, there's this movement towards, and I used to use the word conservatism, but now I'm sort of rethinking the use of that word because it's not really conservatism. It's like
tribalism.
In and of itself, I think there's nothing wrong with conservatism. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be, morally conservative or socially. At the end of the day, that's just like, if I respect people who have that opinion, but it's just, this is not really conservatism. I feel it's more, maybe tribalism is what it is, but I don't know. Like you look at what's happening in the US, you look at what's happening in the UK, you look at what's happening in Europe, you look at what's happening in France. It's just very. I don't know. There's not a lot. You look at what's happening in Myanmar. There's not a lot of positivity, to be honest, in the world today.
This divide, right? If you want to study a little bit, if you want to get some information from people who have really thought this out, really pure crystallized information about this, you should check out the Ezra Klein show. It's basically the founder of Vox, where he and the guy from TED as well, Chris Anderson, he has his own podcast show called the TED Interviews. These two podcasts focus heavily on these themes, which have been prevalent over the last 2-3 years.
But keep in mind that Ezra Klein does come at it from a very, very liberal perspective.
Agreed.
So just keep that in mind.
Agreed. But he interviews a lot of people from the other side, and I think the way he interviews them is very nuanced in the sense where he doesn't just interview people from his base. He interviews people from the other side as well, and they have good discussions. Those two are really great.
Actually, I think just pulling it back. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
But pulling it back from, actually, I'm probably going to change topics a bit. So just finish your point. My bad.
Okay. If you want just to listen to one podcast episode, listen to Ezra Klein interviewing Chris Anderson from TED. That's a very good. They both of them go on a journey exploring the prevalent social themes of 2018. Really good episode. Highly recommend. All right, go Justin.
Sorry, one of the bad news, and I only thought of it when you brought it up. Death of Anthony Bourdain, actually.
Oh no, I was gonna actually just create. You know what? Let's go through a lot within the bad news of the year.
I can't remember who died.
A lot of people. Stephen Hawking died.
Oh yeah.
A few musicians. Prince died.
Yeah.
But
I know Prince is seen as one of he's held very highly, but to be honest, Prince is a bit before my time, so I don't really, how to say.
And you're more I
don't really
because there was
adore him that much. It's
Prince versus Michael, and I think Michael was more global. He pushed the global market a bit better. I'm just gonna go through quickly over the list of 2018, so we can give people their due in terms of who we thought died. Or not. Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, lighting things up. Funny. Oh, you're taking that out, right?
I took that out, baby.
Right.
Let's go with loser of the year. So this is who we think are the biggest assholes or lousy ass people.
I know. I have one. You enjoy this.
Who?
Actually, my loser of the year was
Stanley died last year as well. Rest in peace, Stanley.
Takeshi 69.
Yeah, he's on my list as well, baby. Mac Miller died as well. Rest in peace. I'm gonna go through slowly. So, any more? But that's your loser of the year.
I mean, the reason I say it's loser of the year, first of all, is because
rest in peace, Aretha Franklin.
I don't think that he was that big to begin with. But for him to really gain the amount of clout and promise that he had in 2018,
And made that much money as well.
yeah, and then now to becoming like no one.
Meet in jail.
Yeah, like pretty much, he hasn't been sentenced, right? It's still
Rest in peace, Avicii.
it's still a trial, right?
Rest in peace, Vern Troyer. That's it.
Yeah, it's still a trial, right?
It's still a trial, but he's still locked up. And,
Yeah. But I mean, what a way. I mean, look, I know
You know who took his spot in 2019 right now?
Yeah, he's a Soldier Boy. Right?
Soldier Boy, crank that.
I know that Takeshi 69 was always going to be one of those people who was like, it was like a 15 minutes thing,
Yeah,
but I didn't think that he disappeared like this.
like the, it felt like fucking Thanos, the Thanos with the finger snap,
Yeah.
and he disappeared.
I mean, you look at people like like Lil Tay and shit, right? Like,
Oh yeah, she as well. Thanos finger snap.
no, but like I think the way that she became irrelevant was a bit more natural for people who have their 15 minutes and then they go away, right?
Bad
but,
Barbie as well.
But yeah, but Takeshi is like, come on, like, bro, like this is not the way to like finish your 15 minutes, man.
Fucking-
That's just stupid, man. That's stupid.
You reckon he got assaulted once?
I reckon many times.
Oh shit! All right, okay. My loser of the year. In my list, this is the guy I'm not gonna name, but the guy who had footage of the of a suicide victim.
Oh yeah,
That's my loser of the year.
Yeah,
Skid pop pop, and the rest of the gang. These guys are all very fucking close. Larry Nassar, the guy who touched the whole Olympic gymnastic team.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, who touched over 60 women, like drugged them, roofied them, and Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, who like complained about like, oh, I'm actually number one. I sold the most albums. Fucking Travis Scott's ahead of me because they count his merchandise sales. Fuck her. Serena Williams for ranting like a bitch for cheating. Like So for those who don't know,
She might win this year.
no, she got knocked out.
Oh.
She got knocked out today. What are you on about?
Mhm.
The funny thing is she was complaining about like I did not cheat when they found video evidence of her cheating. Her coach even admitted we were cheating.
Whatever. We've already spoken about that. Let's move on.
So yeah, okay, that's okay. On to the winner of the year. Come on, man, you gotta be more positive, man. This is a great show.
Don't disrespect Serena, man. She's one of the best of all time. One of the greatest of all time.
Winner of the year. Let's go, baby.
Who do I?
Oh, do you want me to put a list? I'll put a list first, then we pick. Okay, this is more
I
interesting.
don't really have a winner of the year actually, but yeah, you go.
You don't have a winner of the year? Ooh. Mine is like the whole... Okay, I'll give my list. The Crazy Rich Asian cast
Yeah.
and Asians in general.
Mm.
Chloe Kim. You know Chloe Kim, right? The girl who won the gold for Winter Olympics, the American Korean girl, 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
yeah.
Cardi B, Tiffany Haddish, Kumail Nanjiani. So Tiffany Haddish broke through as a comedian and actress. She's funny as shit. Kumail Nanjiani for his breakthrough with the Big Sick movie in 2018. Gal Gadot for killing it in Wonder Woman.
Was that 2018?
Yeah, that's early 2018.
Jeez.
Ryan Coogler, who directed Creed and Black Panther, big success. Jordan Peele, who directed Get Out, which was a great film.
It was a good year for Jordan Peele actually.
MBS, Mohammed bin Salman for mob ties. Sick of these brothers. Has some help. Get rid of these brothers. That's all.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas.
My God. And he got away unscathed.
Okay, if you want to call that a winner, sure.
But he's not my winner. I mean, like, you gotta give him an honorable mention where, like, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Xi Jinping
yeah.
for having his indefinite rule passed within his party.
It's a good year for China actually. But
Yeah,
go
good
on.
year. Virgil Abloh
But definitely. Actually, yeah.
for taking over the fashion industry by storm.
Mm.
But my winner of the year has got to be Will Smith, coming on Instagram, creating the best content of 2019. That's my winner of the year.
Of your list, I'd say Virgil to be honest.
Virgil, yeah, he killed it, man.
Virgil's taking over, man. Like he's got that sick collab with Nike. He's got a collab with Louis Vuitton.
Wait,
He's got a
before you
collab
continue.
with Mr. Porter.
I'm sorry, before you continue, when you say sick collab with Nike, that means you like some of the shoes, the 10.
Yeah.
Which one do you like?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I
Hey,
don't
man,
know.
I'm the plug, dude. I could plug you some of those shoes,
I
man.
don't think you can. But
Want to bet?
yeah, give me a pair of the Air Ones, white,
Oh, the Air Force Ones, the red ones.
white.
Yeah, I can get that. What size your feet? But
Eight.
you have to pay me for it, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you can get it. how
Eight,
much-
size 8?
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get it.
All right. But
Like, I'll give you the bill. $5,000. Holy shit.
um,
I like the hype dunks, if anyone cares.
like Virgil Abloh, yeah, really. So okay, I'm gonna say first of all that
I'm not hype beast.
I don't really like the
Louis Vuitton collab.
the hype beast. Rather, the hype beast aesthetic is not really my aesthetic. I
Yeah,
can
coming from
appreciate it.
someone who's rocking fucking like Gucci head to toe right now.
I've said it before, right? But it's not really my aesthetic. But I can appreciate it, right? Off-white in and of itself, I think is not really my aesthetic. And to be fair, it's actually not many people's aesthetic.
Agreed.
Even though they rock it, they don't rock it very well.
Yeah.
Only very few people rock it well.
But do you like the strap? The strap is cool. The strap belt thing. I think that's kind of cool.
No, I that's probably one of the signature pieces that I dislike the most, actually.
Okay, which one signature piece you would like? If you had to have one and you had to wear it now, it's gotta be a t-shirt, right?
The overshirt. But
Which one? Is it the flannel?
no.
I got the flannel overshirt 2014.
But the thing about, regardless, I wouldn't wear any off-white shit because I don't like
Off-white.
ostentatious logos,
Okay.
right? So not really my aesthetic. But like I said, I can appreciate those that do it, that do it well. There's not many that do.
Okay.
But having said that, I think Virgil Abloh is killing it.
Yep.
Like, I respect what he's achieved, and like he's doing well. And it remains to be seen whether he can remain at the top, because he has hype, which in very recent memory, the hype that he has now reminds me a lot of the hype that Alexander Wang had maybe like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And Alexander Wang has sort of fallen off a bit.
Nah, but Virgil Abloh has got to be the one that transcended it even more than Alexander Wang, in the sense where it's every day people are buying it. It's like young kids are buying this shit, as in like, or maybe it's just the way
No, but it's
fashion will change.
It's different because the way that fashion is now, right? It's going back to the way it was in the 90s, where there's more like people want to show off logos nowadays, like today. You go back 5 years, right? People don't want to show logos, man. Like 5 years, like that's peak, like that's where the whole
Subtle.
that's where the whole like modern lumberjack aesthetic comes from, or the whole like
I'm not arguing this because I think this is your specialty.
or the whole like urban ninja,
Urban ninja.
the urban ninja aesthetic comes from, and all that sort of stuff. All that, right? Like, I wouldn't say it's understated, but they're not logo heavy. Now fashion has moved into very like hype beast logo heavy.
Let's
things.
break into this when we get the real hype beast of the world. When we get Andy Zhang and
He's gonna come head to toe, Mr. Porter X Virgil Abloh.
sheesh with that drip, So, all right, I guess does that conclude the end of our award show?
Actually, I have a bit of a loser of the year, and this is based off an article I read recently, which I totally agree with. Adidas was a big loser in 2018, I feel.
Why?
Remember how, like, one of the very first few shows we did, we talked about how Adidas was killing the game.
Yeah.
At the end of 2018, now start 2019, right? Adidas is no longer killing the game.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about Ultra Boosts. No one actually gives a shit about Yeezys anymore.
Yep.
Like, because and do you know why?
Why?
Because freaking Adidas overproduced. They made too many Yeezys.
And yeah,
They made too easy for people to obtain them. So
too
no one
easy for people to attain Yeezys.
So no one gives
Jeez.
a shit about Yeezys anymore, right?
And
They didn't build off Ultra Boost, right? They just kept making like the same Ultra Boost over and over and
No,
over
but there
again.
were some Yeezys with Ultra Boost technology, right?
Yeah, but like I'm talking about the Ultra Boost range, right? Like
Yeah.
they kept making the same Ultra Boost again and again and again and again. And people say, "Oh yeah, Nike does that shit as well." Well,
And now it's everyone's
yes, no,
shoes.
but the difference is, right, when Nike repros AF1s or repros Dunks every year and just in different colorways, it's different because AF1s and Dunks have history. If people care about that shit.
Ultra Boost is just Ultra Boost.
Ultra Boost came out 2 years ago.
Yep.
Like,
Agreed.
like no one cares about that shit. So, and Adidas trying to introduce like new models and all that sort of shit. You know, they did what like tubulars and like D-Rubs,
fucking
and, like
ugly
D-Rubs and all
shit.
that shit. And that shit was shit because it looked the
Trash.
same.
Trash.
And then you know who's coming back now? Freaking Nike's coming back now, man. With
What
their-
shoe? Oh, the Nike 97s, right? The 97s. The one where you can put your socks and you can see the color of your socks. Those are nice shoes. But I don't wear any of that shit anymore, man. I'm more of just like a low key dude. You know, my shoe game. What's your shoe game like?
Well, I'm looking. Oh shit! See now that you made me go on about, I forgot what it's called.
Oh, you're gonna look to buy a new sneaker?
Yeah. No, I want the what's the one with the puffy sole? Oh shit! I've been so hyping it the past like 4 months, and I've been wanting it so much. But now you put me in a spot. I forgot the name.
Have you sold it? Have you ordered it?
It'll come to me. It'll come to me as we go on.
Is it Nike? We're not gonna go on. The episode's about to end, my G. All right.
Vapor Max. Oh, dude, Vapor Maxes are so hot, man. Seriously, Vapor Maxes are the ultra boosts of
Which one?
of late 2018 and 2019. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, you like the Vapor Max?
Vapor Maxes are hot AF.
Which one?
What do you mean? All blacks. Flyknit Vapor Max is all blacks.
Oh my! Would you wear the Virgil Abloh collab?
I don't like the white.
The Air?
No, the white.
The
white Vapor Max at the bottom.
The bottom.
I reckon Vapor Max looks best in black.
Do you like this one?
No.
Okay, this is I like to look at this like the
None
lobster
of
tail.
none
This
of
looks
that-
like the lobster tail.
I don't
man.
like none of the foamposite shit. I don't like none of the Amex shit. Like Flyknit especially. Flyknit, Vapor Max, all black. Vapor Max in general, the Vapor Max range in general, hot.
I almost got this shoe. Almost got the Nike Off-White Hype Dunks. What do you think? Pretty fly, right?
I mean, Hyperdunks are Hyperdunks, but yeah, I mean, I like this. This is probably one of the better ones out of the collabo.
Maybe when the price drops, I'll go buy a pair. All right. Anyways, shall we conclude the end of the show? I would like to thank a very successful award show. Can't wait till the end of 2019's award show. Anyways, to the rest of the guys, thank you. I want to end with still better than the Oscar, Grammys, and ESPYs. Good night.